Shawty do her own shit, very independent, whipping in the kitchen and trying to run a business. Hey, that's a queen right up. She remind me of me, never lacking with the heat, just as real as she.
Hey hoes, welcome back to Talk Time with Ro. We mama just might be a hoe, and we are back again with another video. Y'all, as y'all can see by the title, because y'all can read, we are going to be ranking all the Baddies seasons. Okay, y'all, this is my rankings, my opinions. If you have your opinion, you can put it down in the comments. All right, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so y'all can be notified whenever I post my next video. Follow me on TikTok at Talk Time with Ro. Follow me on Instagram at Talk Time with Ro, and anywhere else it's Talk Time with Ro. All right, so we're gonna get into it. If y'all do not know, Baddies is on Zeus. Everybody is watching Baddies, but just to do an honorable mention, if y'all are not watching Baddies TV, y'all need to get into it. If y'all are not watching Dick's Network, y'all need to get into it. And it's 1,000, 1,000,000 and one other doggone little franchises, little networks or whatever, but I ain't getting into all them because, baby, I ain't the one paying for it, and it's just too much to keep up with. There's so much amount of ghetto I can watch, okay? But Zeus, Baddies TV, and Nick's is definitely the ones that I watch. But today we are going to be talking about Zeus Network Baddies. Now, to watch Baddies, most people should know about Bad Girls Club. Bad Girls Club was my shit, okay? I wanted to be on that show real bad. I watched every season of the Bad Girls Club. So yeah, Natalie Nunn came from Bad Girls Club. I really did not like Natalie. I really did not like Natalie. And Natalie let them little tussles on Bad Girls Club think that she can really fight in real life, and Natalie really cannot fight in real life, but she got somewhat of heart. She got somewhat of heart. Sometimes she pick her battles, probably because she getting older, but Natalie really can't fight, in my opinion. Sometimes she be getting the best of some people, she be looking up or whatever the case may be. But yeah, so yeah, this is my ranking. It's only has been 7 seasons, so I'm gonna start from my least favorite all the way to my favorites. So number 7 on the list is the first season, Baddies ATL. They was trying to get their foot in, you know, in the water, dip their toe in and figure out, you know, how they was gonna do this show. And they started off with original girls that was on Bad Girls Club, which, okay, it was given. It was like, okay, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute. Besides one girl, she was not an original girl, and that's Sydney Star or whatever. So the cast of Baddies ATL was 7, Judith, aka Judy, Natalie, Sarah, Christina, Janelle, Tanisha, and Sydney. Sydney Star is the trans queen, diva icon, or whatever you want to call her, or herself. I love 7 on her season, baby. She was beating the girls up. She was very pretty and beating the girls up. Judy was always a handful. Judy was always a handful, forever gonna be a handful, but I love me some Judy or whatever. Natalie, yeah. Sarah, yeah. Christina, yeah. Janelle, embarrassment. I think she's from Houston, and I'm from Houston, and she was an embarrassment then and now. Tanisha, love me some Tanisha. Everybody know Tanisha. I ain't getting no sleep because of y'all. Y'all not gonna get no sleep because of me, even though I studied a little bit, but y'all get where I'm coming from. And Sydney is a character or whatever. That season was very much weak. It was like, it was the granny season, like it was the auntie season. Like, these girls been long gone for a long time, and they just trying to come back and bring back the franchise without bringing back the franchise without getting sued. Okay, but it was a good concept. It's just like they wasn't like wilding like they used to. It was a whole bunch of yelling, a whole bunch of weak little fights. 7, besides 7 beating up Sarah, it really wasn't much. Natalie and Sarah fighting them little weak fights. Sydney fighting and arguing with everybody, but that's what Sydney do. But like, it wasn't much. So that is number 7 for me, because it wasn't given, and it was the first season, and they were just trying to figure it out, and there was a lot of aunties on the show. Number 6 is Baddies South. Baddies South, we have Persuasion, who was also on Bad Girls Club. I loved her. We have Jayla. Love her. I think she also from Houston. She kind of shows out for Houston just a little bit, or Texas, whichever one she's from. She shows out just a little bit for the girls. We have Krishan. Everybody know who Krishan is. Rolly. Y'all know who Rolly is. Rolly got famous off of being on One More Chance, I think. Yeah. And Slim, One More Chance. And Anna and Scotty and Bree. Bree is original Bad Girls Club girl. And so that is number 6 for me, Batty South. The only thing that Batty South really had was Krishan beating Persuasion up in a sink. That really like set the tone on like, okay, we about to get real rowdy up in here. Like, it was a lot of fights and stuff like that, but like it wasn't like no major fights. Like when the girls just be tussling and pulling hair, and like I hate to see Rolly fight because Rolly really don't be really doing it. Like some of these girls really don't be doing it. Like we're gonna get into the seasons where the girls really be doing something, but like the little tussling, the little windmilling fights, the little girly pull hair slinging, like they wasn't really doing it. Nah, when Krishan put Persuasion in that sink, they got the girls talking. They got the network working, okay? But that was really like the only thing that really like did something. That's when the house was divided, like these people versus these people type of situations. Natalie and Sarah fighting again, like that was getting old. Jayla fighting Rolly, because Jayla, one thing she is gonna do is fight. She's not scared or whatever. She might like look like she hesitating a little bit, but she gonna get out in the paint. Krishan and Slim fighting. When Natalie and Rolly fought, because I'm glad that people, because Natalie thinks she can't get touched, and she keep on thinking that she can't get touched, and these girls keep on proving that, ma'am, I will touch you. Like I will touch you. Like you're not untouchable as you may seem, okay? And you keep on saying you're gonna fire people and you're gonna let people go if they touch you and stuff like that. Girl, going on, you need to be touched. You be talking too much. So yeah, that really was it. It wasn't too much going on. The house little dividing thing gave it some action, but like it wasn't much going on with that season besides like the whole big thing of that season was Krishan putting old girl in the sink. And I don't think Persuasion knew like about Krishan, but she found out that day. Number 5, I have Baddies East. Now Baddies East had a big cast. You had Natalie, Krishan, Stunner Girl, Rolly, Scotty, DJ Sky, Sky from Black Ink, which I was expecting Sky from Black Ink to turn that shit up, but I like to see growth. She grew up. She wasn't as crazy. She wasn't even crazy at all on this season, because baby, if you know Scotty from Black Ink, if you know Sky from Black Ink, maybe you know sis a little thrown off in the head, and I love that. And I loved it. Like I didn't even watch Black Ink that much, but when I did watch, I watched snippets of whatever Sky was doing, because baby, she was giving TV. She was giving drama. She was giving a little psycho, and I was here for it. Tommy Lee, Sky, Jocelyn, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You had Camilla, who was the original Bad Girls Club, which I loved her on Bad Girls Club. I thought she was gonna do better. I thought she was gonna, she was really throwing them hands on Bad Girls Club. She probably getting a little older now, and the hands ain't throwing as how they used to, but I still love my girl. We had Mariah Lynn. Mariah Lynn, don't know why we have her. We had Tasiki, which is Krishan's sister. We had Anna Mac. We had Suki Hana. We had Sapphire. We had Biggie, Scarface, and Sia. Is that what? Oh, that's when the stud was there. That's when the stud was there. I thought I was gonna be here for it. I was here for it for a second until she went home and she wasn't a part. Like it was nothing much you can really do when you the stud around all these females or whatever. So yeah, I was here for the inclusivity, but it wasn't really giving. I love me some Suki. I don't listen to majority of her music, but I listen to some of it. But I love me some Suki. I love her personality, and I love her friend Sapphire until she kind of switched up on her type situation, so they're not really friends no more, or trying to be friends again, whatever the case may be on that. But Sapphire, I know she got her body done, and when I tell you, I'm not here for like the BBLs and stuff like that. Like that's not for me. Do what you want to do, but a person that got their body done right is Sapphire. Sapphire, I don't even like films or like girly girls like that, but baby, Sapphire is fine. The body is tea, the face is tea, the skin is tea, how she dressed is, oh, I love me some Sapphire. Like I'm glad that Suki introduced her friend to the universe, because I ain't know nothing about her, even though they're close friends, but baby, that girl, that lady is fine. Fine. But yeah, they had put Scarface on the show. Scarface came from Night TV. Scarface used to beat the girls down on Night TV. I'm talking about beat the girls down. That was the first girl that transitioned from another network over. And Scarface used to beat the girls down. Scarface got on, I don't know what happens when these Night TV girls that be really thumping and bumping on these really hood networks get to these, you know, a little step up in the network, and I don't know if they tell them that they gotta calm down and can't really fight and put their paws on people like they used to, but her little squabbles wasn't really giving how they used to give on Night TV. But they're number 5 because it wasn't much going on. Tasiki fought Mars. Tasiki, that's the type of fight I want to see. Tasiki's gonna get in the paint and she's gonna box. She's gonna box. She's gonna do the girls in. She's not pulling no hair. She's not doing none of that, baby. All from the shoulders, baby. She is eating like she says. But the only big thing was Tasiki fighting Mars. I think Krishan was pregnant then, and then Tasiki and Krishan was, all that beef shit started or whatever. And the most funniest part was when Whoa Vicky, I don't even think I put her on the thing. Well, she wasn't on the thing, but Whoa Vicky was there, and probably some other girls that ain't make the list, but Whoa Vicky was there and was like, everybody was fighting, tussling and stuff, and she was like, Jesus loves you, baby. And then I think it was Mars or whoever that was took off running towards her, and she was Jesus loves you. And what she said, she squealed or something, baby. That was the most funniest part of that season. But other than that, wasn't too much going on. I think Smiley was there. I did not say her. Smiley was there. She was very much annoying. Like, I don't understand where they got Smiley from. I'm glad they sent her back, because sis was doing entirely too much. She was annoying. When Suki and Sapphire as a duo, that was cute or whatever. But that was pretty much it. Like, it wasn't too much. It wasn't too much going on. Number 4, we have Baddies Midwest. Baddies Midwest. Baddies Midwest. It was a good season. It was a good season. Let me see. The cast was Natalie, Scotty, Rolly, Biggie, Tasiki, DTB, Diamond the Body, Jayla, Anna Mac. That's where we got Tika Bella, got Krishan, Slim, Tommy Lee, Nunu, Jaden, who really could have just stayed at home. Arkbar, she really could have just stayed at home. Ivory, which is a person from Night TV. Jasmine, Bad Dolly, which I love Bad Dolly. I think she also came from Night TV. Big Lex, the other Big Lex, not the Big Lex that most people know. Yoshi, who could have stayed at home. Emma, who could have stayed at home. Pretty P, I like me some Pretty P. And we got Summer No Other. Y'all, I don't like Summer now on Baddies Africa, but I love me some Summer when I first was introduced to her. I loved her. She was annoying as fuck, but she was annoying like Smiley. She was annoying, but in a funny way. And then she was gonna get out there. She was on her mother. She was going to throw down. Okay, whether it was windmilling, kicking, whatever, pulling hair, whatever. Someone was gonna get out there. Like, she was all talk and also with the bark. Even though she was gonna win, lose, or draw, she was gonna get out there in them streets. And I love Mr. Summer. When that girl said, I know why we stuck on the bus. I know why the bus stuck in the mud, because of you. I'm like, Summer, you just really keep picking on this girl. There was no reason to say that, but I love it. It was funny. It was funny. I know why we stuck in the mud, because of you. That was unwanted behavior. Like, her inner thoughts just said, say it. Say it. And I was here for Summer. Big Lex came and she was throwing hands. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of fight I'm talking about. Big Lex, Tasiki, Krishan, them girls really gonna get in the paint for real, and they really trying to do damage for real. Like, they're really throwing hands. They're not worrying about doing none of that extra stuff. They really trying to throw them hands. And I liked Big Lex during that season. I don't know what's going on with Big Lex now. She be looking real awkward when it comes to Baddies Africa. It's like she wants to be there for her friends, but she know her friends doing wrong, but she gonna stick beside her friends instead of telling them they doing wrong. But you can see it all in her face sometimes. It's like, why are we doing this? But we're gonna do it anyway. It's like she a ride or die. But yeah, Big Lex and Jayla, my girl Jayla, you can't win them all. And Big Lex has been out here tearing the girls up. Bad Dolly fights. I love me some Bad Dolly. She one of the ones that can fight too, or whatever. That had kept the show going. Slim and Rolly fighting. That was really unnecessary. That was I feel like size don't matter. Size does not matter, but like they was pressing the issue and it wasn't cute. It wasn't cute. It wasn't cute. It was no reason for that. And like I said, Rolly really can't fight. So it was just looking a mess. It was just looking like a seal and a stick fighting, and I didn't like it. It wasn't giving. I think that was a season where Tommy pulled out a BB gun, and honey, that's what I be talking about. That's that Tommy Lee shit. Like, it's not healthy for me to like it, but I like it. And Tommy Lee's so fine. It's just like, girl, why are you so crazy? Why are you so crazy? And I see why people be like, they be liking him a little feisty girl, a little psycho. I see why, because baby, I love me some Tommy Lee. I love me some Tommy Lee. And y'all should know, like Scotty said, y'all should know. Tommy came in here with this bear. Why y'all didn't check the bear? Y'all knew Tommy Lee always got a trick up her sleeve, baby. Like, she's a little psychotic, and I love it. And she makes some money off of it. I don't, like, it gets her paid being her. And I love somebody that can beat them and still make their coins. Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm not about to get on this internet and act no different than how I am. Why? Because I got to keep that up to make money. So I'm going to keep it real. So I ain't got to change myself to make no coin. And I love Tommy Lee for that. I love me some Tommy Lee. I think that's the first season where we got Ivory. Like I said, Ivory really throw down. If you watch Ivory on Not As TV, she throws down. And some of these fights, it's just like, ooh, Ivory. Are you holding back? Are they telling you to hold back? Like, what's going on? But sometimes you just meet your match. Ivory and Big Lex was some good fights. Summer was fighting everybody. Like, that what made the season good. Tasiki and Bad Dolly, they both some hard hitters. Them fighting what made the season good. Yeah, and that's that. Number 3. Now 3, 2, and 1, I was kind of like all over the place. But for number 3, we have Baddies West. Okay. Baddies West cast, you got Natalie, Tasiki, Scotty, Rolly, Biggie, Stunner Girl, Tommy Lee, Low London, DJ Sky, Razor, and Kat. Kat was another original Bad Girls Club girl. I loved her on her season as well. And I think this is when we first got some of these people. When they introduced Stunner Girl, once again, crazy and cute. Now, I don't agree with what she did. She did kidnap somebody, held her in a cage, and da-da-da-da. But, like, Stunner Girl is really, like, she needs to be on Not As TV. She needs to be on Not As TV, but she's too cute to be on Not As TV. But, like, Stunner Girl really, she from the trenches. She from the trenches. And sis, yeah, she turned that season up. She turned that season up. That also was a season where Scotty and Natalie fought. Natalie thought she could just bully Scotty, and Scotty is no longer going for it. Stunner Girl fights everybody. Every single body. Tommy Lee and Stunner Girl fights like two psychotic people fighting. That kept the season up. Like, it was up with them forever. And I think it's still up with them to this day. Like, that's real beef. Like, they was really going, they was taking it to the hood. Stunner Girl and Tommy Lee, like, yeah. Tommy and that, I think that's just like, they just doing that for production. I don't think they really like, I don't know though, because Tommy really be like, okay, now we're gonna do some shit for TV, but then you be overplaying it like you can really like beat me, and it's not that. Like, so Tommy and Natalie fought, the start of their beef. Stunner and Tommy Lee fighting. That was just a whole lot of, like, them two alone made the season for me. Stunner Girl made the season for me. Like, she wasn't going, like, she really was popping off. Like, she wasn't letting this TV change who she is, and still not to this day. Like, and Stunner Girl and Tommy Lee, they really made that season pop. Like, two psychotic people beefing, Tommy and Natalie beefing. I think, is this the season where some friends had jumped Tommy in the club situation? Like, they were being very ghetto. They being very ghetto. They was acting like this was like the streets. This was real beef. Shit got real serious real quick, real fast. And yeah, That's number 3 for me. Number 2 is Baddies Africa. It's not even done yet as I'm recording this now. It's not even done yet. I got an episode to watch today. It is Sunday, the day that I'm recording this, but when it get posted, who knows when it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be well done and over with. But Baddies Africa, y'all. Baddies Africa, the cast was big. Natalie, Scotty, Rolly, Anna, who left, DTB, Ivory, Summer, Big Lex, Bad Dolly, Pretty P. Biggie was on Batty Timeout, so she never showed up. Tommy made her special appearance. Stunner Girl made her special appearance. Amber Rose, I don't recall her coming, but I guess she did make a little special appearance. Marissa, she could have stayed at home. Fauna, Cold Killer, Tavy Baby, LCK, Russian Cream, K Rican, Choco, somebody else. But Baddies Africa, the girls was tussling. The girls was tussling and bustling. Was there some good fights? Yes. Was a lot of bad fights? Yes. But the girls were tussling and bustling. The 3-on-3 situation, I hate that Lex, Bad Dolly, and Summer call themselves the big 3 and stuff like that. Like, a lot of people like them, and I like them, but I just don't like how they rocking this season. I don't like how they rocking this season. They doing too much. It's just too much. But like I said, Lex putting the pause on the girls. Bad Dolly putting the pause on the girls. Ivory and Dolly back and forth fighting. Crazy. Bad Dolly and Tavy Baby fights back and forth. Crazy. All the jumping and stuff though, they need to stop. Summer getting beat up by security and coming back. Crazy. The African girls, Choco and LCK, baby, they're not playing games. They getting out there in the paints, okay? I don't know where they finding these girls from, but baby, them African girls in the paint. Even on Baddies Gone Wild, I forgot her name. They had to cut her hair off because old girl put her hair out. They going crazy. Like, them girls from Africa, wherever they from, are not playing. DTB and Ivy being the team, I love that. I love that. I love that. Even though they both a little psychotic, they a little crazy, they be doing too much, but I love them. Ivory and her coaching and her pulling people to the side and telling them how to fight and yelling at them on uppercut, do this, do that, baby. I love me some Ivory. I love me some Ivory, whether wrong or right. I love me some Ivory. Let me see. It was just non-stop fighting. Like, oh, and I love the other 3. Cold Killer, Fauna, and Hey Ricky. I love them 3. I love them 3. They might be losing. They might be losing most of their fights. Majority of their fights, they might be losing, but they not backing down. They're not backing down. I love K Ricky accent. I love when she get her little talking head on. I love her confessionals. Fauna, she very chill, but she out there. She gonna get out there, win, lose, or draw. My girl almost got knocked out by Lex, but she still got out there. And K Ricky, I mean Cold Killer, I love her too. She's standing on her 10 about her song, and they gonna get out there, rather together, separately. They gonna get out there, win, lose, or draw, and I love that for them. I love that for them. So yeah, the big 3 versus the other 3 situation, that's making the season. And yeah, Ivory and Bad Dolly, that's making the season too. Bad Dolly is even though Bad Dolly ain't getting her chain, baby, this season is really all about her. She the reason why the big 3 keep on fighting. She the reason why it's non-stop fights with Tavy Baby, and they keep on antagonizing her about this little chain or whatever. But that was a good season. Now, number one is Baddies Caribbean, and that's probably because it was the biggest cast. The biggest cast, baby. That cast was huge. You got Natalie, Jayla, Rolly, Scotty, Tasiki, Mariah Lynn, Biggie, Sapphire, Bianca, who Bianca could have stayed at home because Bianca, she been on not as TV shows. She done been on you know, Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that, and she was always popping it. But then she got on this show and she didn't want to fight no more, or act like she didn't want to fight, all this. I didn't like that because that's not how you was on these other TV shows. But I don't know, maybe she tired of fighting. That's when we got Meatball, we got Callie, which is Blueface's sister, we got DTB, Tinkerbella. I love me some Tinkerbella. Tinkerbella was on some other season too, and I did not list her. She was on season 4. She's on season 4. I think I said her. I hope I did. Tinkerbella, Gretchen, Slim, Daya, Asian Doll, J.O., who is now on Nick's network on a show. Big Kiva, who is also on Nick's network on a show. Jelly Bean. The Claymont twins, they could have stayed at home, and I really hate what they did to their body. That, if y'all go look up the Claymont twins, because they also are original Bad Girls Club members. If you look at them now, from then, baby, I'm glad they got the same surgery together, or got the same doctor, or whatever they did to still look the same, but also had got surgery. But I don't like it. Too different, and they did too much. Like, okay, if you want to get your body done, don't overly do it. Like, they overly did it, and I just don't like it. We had Aubrey O'Day, who was from Danny Kane. I love me some Danny Kane. I watched Making the Band. I know everything about Danny Kane. We did not need her, but she wasn't unwanted. Like, her face expressions, her reactions to stuff, like, it was funny. It was funny. It gave a little kiki. Tommy Lee was also there again. They know Tommy Lee makes good TV. They know the little beef between her and Natalie makes good TV. The cast was huge. So huge, I'm probably missing some people, but that was the biggest cast. And baby, when I tell you, that was nothing but fighting. And Blueface sister Callie, oh, all her fights I was here for. She wasn't playing no games. She's one of the ones that's up there that really be fighting for real. Like, she wasn't doing all of that windmilling and all of that little tussle and holding each other and all that. No, she was really trying to get out there in that paint. She was really trying to hurt them girls. All her fights, loved. Gretchen and this N-word and her standing on it. No, she should not be saying it, but the fact that she says she's gonna stand on it, hey, if you're gonna do something, if you're gonna say something, stand on it. And she stood right up on it a couple of times, and she wasn't letting go or nothing. So her little reason on why she said she could say the N-word, not valid. But if you're gonna stand on it, know what comes with standing on it. Okay, like, everybody can stand on whatever they want to stand on, but as long as you stand on your 10 and keep on standing on it, do you strongly believe that you can do what you want to do, say what you want to say, do it and stand on it and know the consequences of standing on it. Meatball and Tinker getting into it, even though they was family or close or whatever they want to call themselves, and ended up, you know, not being cool no more. That was a whole big old storyline. That's same with like Sapphire and Suki. Like, these shows, you get on these shows with your friends show you who they really are for TV, you know, and then they be thinking, oh, it's just TV. No, like, some stuff you just don't do for TV. Like, our friendship, our bond, our family is bigger than TV. So them fighting was big. Diamond and Sasiki fighting. I think this was the reunion where Sasiki knocked out Diamond teeth or whatever. But like, DCB, she can fight sometimes. Sometimes she can, sometimes she can't, or whatever. DCB also came from Naughty TV. She also came from Naughty TV, and Naughty TV, she be over there throwing them hands. And this was a season where literally everybody was whooping everybody. Everybody was whooping everybody. Everybody was fighting. Everybody got their paws wet. Everybody put their boots on the ground. Everybody was doing their thing. Like, this season was the biggest cast, full of the most fights. Were they all good fights? No. But like, there were a lot of good fights. And literally everybody was fighting. Like, I swear, most of the damn episodes was just everybody standing in the group watching the fight. Watching the fight. Like, that was a good season. So y'all put down in the comments how y'all would rate these 7 seasons or whatever. Let me know y'all favorite. Let me know y'all favorite cast member or whatever. Let me know if y'all agree with me on my list or whatever the case may be. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so y'all can be notified whenever I post my next video. Make sure to tell your mommy and daddy, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, your cousin, tell your friend, and tell her friend that don't like me. This has been Talk Time Row. Your mama just might be a hoe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Sometimes I just gotta talk my shit. Sometimes I just gotta talk my shit. MC Hammer, you can't touch.